Hi guys, how are you? My name is One Titanium. Welcome back to IMMT and Pure MMT. I'm the founder of IMMT and co-founder of Pure MMT for the 100%, along with my friend Edward Delzio, the author of The National Debit, a must-have book for everyone if you want to understand Pure MMT. Okay, so let me talk about what I do on Patreon. Okay, just a little overview. Number one, I've been developing this for over 2 years. Okay, it's very difficult to develop something that is completely different than anything else in the market, because all these books with RSIs and candlesticks and all this nonsense is the first thing that a new wannabe trader investor is going to run to. And they're going to start reading all these stupid little books that don't work, and I know they don't work because I've lost my ass following their stupid books. And that's why over 25 years finally I have developed a new way of doing things which is going to work, which is simple. You don't have to buy any subscription service to some newsletter or some proprietary data information or some bot or any of that stuff. Everything is free. Everything, you can just Google it. You can go to Trading View. You can go to Trading Economics. You can, there's so many free sources, and that's all you really need. You don't need anything crazy, okay? As long-term macro investors, you don't need up-to-date information. What's the next data point going to be? I got to trade it. I got to trade it. No, that's degenerate gambling stuff. That's not what we do here. Okay, we teach people how to invest. Okay, in the beginning, you will not use your own money. You're going to use paper trading. The argument to that is, well, you don't have the emotional feel of what's going on if you don't use real money. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. I'm a pilot. I fly every day. I don't get nervous. I don't get stressed. I don't, freak out. I don't have to practice mental game when I'm flying. But if I take you and I put you in the cockpit and you start flying around, guess what? You're going to be stressed. You're going to be practicing mental game. You're going to be, freaking out. Your blood pressure is going to go through the roof. Okay, why? Because you don't know what you're doing. So, first of all, you're not going to make all profits. Okay, you're going to take some losses, and that's fine. That's the cost of doing business. Right? That's just the way it is. Because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Nobody knows what's going to happen in the next minute, second, hour, or day. All right, but we do know where to take the best risk reward. All right, and that's what I teach. I take macroeconomic and pure MMT understanding. I contrast that with bare knuckle charting, is what I call it, which is nothing more than just a chart. Just a simple chart that looks like this. That's it. This is all you need to learn how to be an investor. Now, you guys know me from YouTube over a decade now. Okay, I've been telling you, stock market is bullish. Everything is fine. Buy, buy, buy. While everybody else is in there talking about hyperinflation, double dip recession, when QE ends, when it unwinds, when interest rates go higher, everything's going to crash, the world's coming to an end. And I've been telling you that's bullshit. And people have been telling me, well, how do you know? Well, how do you know? Well, how do you take a new concept and try to explain it to somebody in 5 minutes or in 2-3 paragraphs? You can't do it. You can't do it. So that's why I started my Patreon service, and I started very slow, small group of guys and gals. Went through it slowly, painfully slowly, developing it, teaching it to them, spoon feeding it to them over the course of time. And now these guys have become the instructors who are now going to sit here and help you learn what we do here. Okay. So you take this chart, and then I'm going to overlay some things here. And you're going to see that, you have the depression stage, the disbelief, the hope, the optimism, and so on. Okay, so I just threw them on there so I can show it to you. Now, who remembers the U.S. downgrade back here? What a joke that was, right? Then you had Grexit, and then you had another Grexit, and then you had China hard landing, and then Brexit, and then Trump, and then the list is endless. Okay, but we stayed bullish. I stayed bullish. When deficits were at 10%, that was supposed to be a disaster. Oh my God, hyperinflation is coming. We're all screwed. World's coming to an end. What happened to that? That was the time to buy. Okay, that's just basic MMT understanding. But again, you have to differentiate between what MMT we're talking about. We're not talking about the kind of MMT where, hey, everybody can have a free pony and we're all going to be rich. No, that's fake MMT. That's garbage. And I keep pointing to Turkey, and they keep denying it. All right. So, oh, it's political. Well, they have foreign debt, as if that means something. It doesn't mean anything. That's just crap. So yeah, we had 10% deficit. You should have been buying back then. I've been a bull since 2010 when I went on YouTube. I was a bull before that. Then we got to this point where, hey, deficit started to drop below 3%. That's a problematic endeavor when unemployment was still relatively high. Bad things tend to happen when the deficits are low. Okay, so we went into this sideways move, and if you look at the macroeconomic data, it wasn't all that great, but it wasn't bad either. Okay, it wasn't recession kind of stuff. So I went neutral, and then after that I went bullish again. Okay, and I explained why. Now, you had some fake MMTers come out and start saying, oh, the great unwinding, the market is going to tank, it's over, it's done, the Trump rally is over, whatever he was saying. Fake MMT, fake understanding, amateur, right? Didn't happen. So what does he do? He doubles down. Oh, it's the blow off top right in here. Oh, if you can kind of see it, it went up and came back down. Oh, it's the blow off top. I know what a blow off top looks like when I see one. What happened? He was wrong. Okay, market went higher and went higher again. So again, you don't want these subscription services. They're all crap. They don't work. They don't teach you how to actually invest. Now you might be looking at this and saying, oh, this looks familiar. No. Support and resistance. Look, support and resistance. No, that doesn't mean it's not what I do. You will see once you come, that's not what I do. So how does it all work? You come down to patreon.com/mindthisone. You subscribe, okay, and you have many tiers. Unfortunately, the $5 tier has been sold out, and so has the $10 tier. Again, the reason that I set up the payment system in this manner is to show that there's retention, okay? I literally have kicked more people out of the program because they were telling me nonsense about support resistance, and I think these people forget about oh, give me the next trade, what's the next trade, that you don't want to. No tolerance for those kind of people. Okay, they're degenerate gamblers. They're not here to learn how to invest long term. Okay, they're not here to understand macroeconomics. They just want to come in here and give me the trade, man. Come on, let me make some money. Okay, that's not going to work. So anyway, and the number one reason that people have left is because they haven't followed or read what I've said. Okay, this is the welcome to newcomers get started guide, and I clearly say that most of the things that we do is done on Facebook, which I'll talk about here in a minute. So started with the $5, that sold out. $10, that sold out, and now we're in the position where we have instructors in place for macroeconomics and for charting, where we can start to grow. And again, the tier system is there to show that there is retention. Otherwise, believe me, people will be coming and leaving and coming and leaving, and it would never get out of $5. Okay, so there's definitely value to the product. Now there's only a couple of slots open for the $20 tier, and then it's going to go to 40. Okay, so once you come down, you subscribe, hopefully you get the $20 tier. You're going to get access to a lot of these hidden information, and the most important things are the bare knuckle charting videos. We get the weekly updates that come out occasionally, not always. If there's nothing to say, I don't say anything. And then you'll get how the economy actually works, and it's It's a 6-part series. We start with a blank sheet of paper, and we start building an economy, government, central banks, banking, bonds, and so on. Okay, and we put it all together so you can have a core understanding of how money flows and how it's all put together. Now, some of you guys might know me as, you know, the Bitcoin, you know, expert, quote unquote, because I called the top at 20,000, and I called a buy at below 6,000, and we made 48% on that little trade. But you know, what does that have to do with MMT? Nothing, absolutely nothing. But it does show the power of the bare knuckle charting. Okay. So once you subscribe, please, 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 please read the Get Started guide. Okay, that's number one. Then look at the videos. Okay, and you can see and judge what I do based on the weekly update videos as well. See how they played out. Okay, over the course of time. Once you subscribe and you see the videos, immediately you're going to be added to chats. And there's going to be 4 chats that you're going to be added to. The first one is going to be IMMT macro. This is where we talk about macroeconomics. Instructors there. The IMMT instructor, which is the charting aspect of it. Then we have the IMMT free chat. You can talk about just about anything in there. And then you have my personal chat, which is mine, this one only, where I give my thoughts for the day about what's going on. Okay. You're also going to get the access to the IMMT closed group, where we talk about various key points about macroeconomics, charting, and so on. Okay, what's going on? You know, the difference between fake MMT, or what we call the MMT party, right? It's the same thing. It's the opposite of the Tea Party for the libertarians. Now we have the progressive MMT party, right? So you know, they're talking about, oh, you know, don't look at Turkey, it's, you know, they had foreign debt, or it's political, and it's all this nonsense, when in reality it was devaluing way before, and they don't understand why it was devaluing way before. Okay, so we talk about that and get people to understand pure MMT. We also have the free sites, which is pure MMT for the 100% beyond domains. This anybody can subscribe to. And of course, we have the same thing with IMMT, which is free stuff. But most of the stuff that we talk about here, you know, the majority of the people don't understand what we're talking because they're not subscribers. So to them, they're sitting there looking at it like, huh? So yeah, whatever. So this is basically the way MMT Patreon works. Believe me, it's a good product. It's a tested product. Okay, otherwise people would not stick around if it wasn't good. You know, it's constantly evolving. We're moving forward slowly. It's important to keep the group small, personalized, low cost, and you know, again, keep that personal touch, because it's going to take time for people to learn how to actually invest. Very important to understand that you're not going to go into the markets against the best of the best and you're going to start making money overnight. That's just nonsense. Okay, it's not going to happen. It's going to take time, and you're going to do that on paper trading. And once you're good at paper trading and you understand what you're doing, there's no stress, there's no mental game, there's pure joy. You're going to take some losses, but they're going to be calculated losses. Okay, your profits are going to far exceed your losses. Okay, but that's going to take time. Okay, I've seen it happen in 6 months, and I've seen it happen in 2 years where people get it. So if you're cool, calm, and collective, you're a chilled cat, you're able to let go of all your political biases, you are willing to learn, put in the effort, come on down, join us, and I'll be more than happy to teach you how to do it. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.